All right, guys, we're here with our next booth interview here live AHR Expo 2026 in Vegas. I'm here with Zach from Midea. We're going to hear about what the leading inverter brand in the world is doing for 2026. Zach, can you walk us through what I'm looking at here?
Yeah, so what we're introducing kind of at the show now is Midea's new all-climate EVOX product. So EVOX is our whole line. One of the things that we're talking about this year is really filling out that product line.
Yes.
So we've had a few pieces in that line over the last few years, and now we're kind of filling it, giving something for every need in every climate situation.
Yes, we love the G3. Our following loves the G3.
Yes, and we can go there and show that again. It's always good to hit that one because that's what really unlocks it from the indoor side, right? And so talking about, now having the Power Cool series, the Light series, the Advanced series, the Extreme series, and then now talking about the All Climate series. So this All Climate product is the cold climate unit that we developed as a part of the DOE Cold Climate Heat Pump Challenge.
Yes.
And now we're talking about a product that will continuously operate in heating down to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
No shutoffs.
No shutoffs.
Whoa.
I mean, you'll have some defrost, right?
Defrost
to be expected.
Defrost. Shut off shut off.
But it'll maintain 100% heating output at minus 31.
Insane. You guys, unheard of 2026. We got it from Midea. Thank you so much for that. We need this in our climate. I'm from Maine.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on it.
Yeah.
So amazing. What is the difference then between this new one that you did for the challenge and maybe this older one where we've moved from, right?
Yeah, sure. So it's that next step in vapor injection technology. So the compressor is really what unlocks that. But then also on the algorithm development side, how do you handle defrost to maintain that reliability at cold climate temperatures? And so and not even just on the cooling side, or just on the heating side, sorry. On the cooling side, right, it says all climate. It's also operating cooling, at really, really high temperatures. So you still get that 100% output at 122 Fahrenheit.
Absolutely amazing. And can you get this one with the air handler ducted setup, or is this kind of single unit only?
This is compatible with that G3 air handler that we'll talk about next.
Yeah, I love it. You guys, look at the differences. We're seeing more sleekness to in design, and also I would say serviceability if we look kind of in this area. This is beautiful. It's just much more compact, right? Not as much room for hands, which is what we need as service techs, as contractors. This is amazing. Awesome. Let's see what we got next. All right, even though I'm sure, Zach, that they all recognize it, can you walk me through what this is? Why do we all love it so much? And what does Midea have planned for this year in the future?
Yeah, so this is one we always want to highlight because it really unlocks everything from the indoor side, right? So it's shown in a low boy application. It's our EVOX G3 unit, but you can use it for all 6 applications, right? Upflow, downflow, horizontal, right, left, and then both versions of the low boy application. And so where you're doing things where you have a low height, low height condition, you're able to get into this low boy situation. We've had contractors tell us, I didn't even know that till I got to the job site, and now I need this, right?
Yes.
And so, but there's a lot of things that lets you do. You can leave it the way it is, and then a traditional vertical upflow as it comes out of the compressor, so the horizontal right application, or you can take it apart and get it up into an attic, right?
Look at this, you guys. Come on. I could carry that up, right?
Exactly.
Amazing.
Just getting it into the building or anything like that is really great. We've matched cabinet sizes as well, so it's easier if you're doing direct furnace replacement.
Can we talk about this filter rack?
The filter rack, right? So we talk about the filter is kind of included there. We've obviously got the block and lock latches on the side that make it super easy to take apart if you need to do that. And the filter rack, 1-inch, 2-inch, 4-inch filters. Talk about the rack, so.
Insane, you guys. Residential unit with the capability for a 4-inch filter. This is what we recommend, and it's something that is like, we recommend it, but then we can't do it, right? We've got to build something to make it happen. Midea is taking care of that for us in this EVOX G3. I love this unit. Why would, if somebody, say, was getting rid of their gas, right, because that's what we're looking at in the future sustainability, we're moving toward electrify everything. If someone were to do that, why would you recommend them to choose this unit versus like maybe one of the other inverter style units?
Sure. So one of the great things about this unit is it has things like automatic voltage detection. So if you're doing a direct gas replacement, and it's 115 volt furnace, now you can directly do that. But if you have the 230 and you're replacing it, it's easy to do that too.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we did when we said, hey, let's not just look at the product and say, hey, we're coming up with this new innovation. What other things could help with those situations? We interviewed a ton of contractors, got contractors to put hands on this product, make sure that screws were in the right places, and just all those level of details. What else can we put in the product to really make it that much easier for contractors to install?
Amazing. That's what we know Midea for, bridging the gap between contractor and manufacturer. We love it. We push it. That's all we talk about around here. So this is beautiful. Guys, if you haven't tried out one of these units, make sure you sell one to one of your customers because you want to install this. It's a lot of fun. I will say serviceability in the future of this unit is so different from either a furnace or like a traditional electric air handler, right? It's just so easy. You get in there, your service visit is done in an hour, if that. So very cool. Love it. All right, what else do you want to show us, Doc?
I think next, let's go talk about a couple package products.
All right, let's do it. What is this crazy contraption I'm looking at here, like none other in our industry? Could we talk about this?
Yeah, so this is our packaged window heat pump. So this is a unit that we designed specifically working with New York and one of the challenges, the Clean Heat for All challenge that they did, to help them decarbonize and pull boilers out of some of the New York City public housing. And so this guy already went through a pilot season with them, and so they've seen a ton of a crazy low reduction in the energy usage in that building where we tested. And so now they've just completed an installation of 150 units in a whole building. And so we're really excited about what this has done and what it's been able to do, and kind of the interest that it drums up. It's still one of the things at the show people are drawn to because it looks different. So it's great when it's done for us.
And I think it's not so much either that it looks different, but it looks like something we can get behind, right? It's like it's not a window unit. You don't have gaps on the sides. You guys, we'll show you at the end of this video. I'll show you the pictures. But the back of this unit just kind of hangs over the window pane. It's really cool. Actually, Val can walk you through now. If you just kind of look at the back of that, you'll see exactly what I mean. It looks like a contractor installed unit. It doesn't look like I bought this and put it in my cell phone or special. It's beautiful. It works really, really well from what I hear. Very cool. So this technology is still climbing, right? You guys are still moving forward with this, even though you perfected it here. What are we looking at in the future of this unit?
So one of the things that we want to talk about is everything that we've taken from our ductless and HVAC side, put into this unit. Now, what other form factors? How do we benefit other markets like hospitality or other multi-family applications? So we then put this into a PTAC, right? So still getting 100% heating output at 5F in this PTAC. Now you're talking to building owners about return on investment, whether you're a building owner or a hotel owner, because that's a real difference in what would have been going to strip heat at 40F or maybe 25F in some applications, or with some products. Now you really get to see a difference in how much energy you can save by going to a cold climate PTAC.
Beautiful. All I can see when I look at this is all of the old, so I live in Maine, you all know that, but the old high-rise multifamily buildings that just, there's no other option other than their steam boilers they've had for 100 years. You could literally just, abandon in place and just pop these into every single room. I love PTAC units, I get a lot of heat for my love for PTAC units, but they work and they're efficient. So this is really cool. Val, do you want to walk around the back side of this? Because this is my favorite part, serviceability-wise. Talk to us about the back of this unit, Zach. Like, look how much room you have.
Yeah, so that's one of the things with PTACs, right? And there's a lot of room there. There's actually an optional, it's not shown on this unit, there is a makeup air module that will work for fresh air requirements.
Oh my
God. So that's not shown, that would be in that empty space.
So your AHR 62.1 for commercial or 2, it doesn't matter wherever you're putting this, you would have your ventilation requirements in one unit.
And then one of the other things that we did is we made all of the boards are accessible from the front. And so the front panel, it'll hinge out like this. So you can see the board from the front. So if you do need to replace a board or do anything with the wire harness, it's very accessible. So the idea was to design it with serviceability in mind.
Oh, absolutely. And Midea does this the best because we can always get your parts, right? No matter where we go, we can get Midea parts. It's very, very easy to get parts. It's very easy to replace them on these newer units too. And I would also add the G3 into that as well. That is one of the easiest units I've ever replaced a part on. All right, Zach, so where is Midea moving in the future as far as the residential world? Let's talk about first, and then maybe if you have some insight on the commercial world as well, as far as multifamily, as far as hotels, things like that.
Sure. So I think for us, it's about providing more solutions, right? It's about continuing to fill out product lines and making sure that the industry has the solutions that they need to meet the needs of their customers. So as we continue to look at being, putting heat pump out there and being heat pump messengers and heat pump advocates. So inverter, heat pump, putting it in different form factors, making sure that the market has the solutions that they need. That's our priority, and that's what we're looking for in the future.
Absolutely. So, you guys, what Zach is saying is what I always say to you, a heat pump can go anywhere. It's about commissioning, it's about choosing the right product, and it's about choosing the right brand where you have that customer service, that open line of communication, and what Midea is doing in bridging that gap between contractor and, I would say, even distributor and manufacturer is huge. It's helping us out so much in the industry lately. Thank you so much, Zach, and thank you for being here with us.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.